does making money off of something related to culture, is just the fact that you're making money in itself make it appropriated? Or is there a line between doing it properly and not? And let's go back to the example of Elvis versus the Rolling Stones. Okay, the Rolling Stones were obviously making money off of how, the inspired music they made based on Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, all the great blues masters, but also giving them credit and lifting the boats, getting them a following where they finally started making money, and it was done through honor and respect, but money was being made. Is that inappropriate because Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, who is going to live forever, we all know that, are making money off of it? Does the money factor in itself make it appropriation, or are other factors involved? Does that make sense?
I think it does. And then once again, building up upon what you just said, then we have the intellectual property legislation all over the world nowadays. And maybe that's where, things become actually, or that's let's say the line between appropriation, commercialization, appreciation, and so on. But of course, maybe this is my oversimplified thinking. I don't know. But once again, giving credit and acknowledging that somebody else before you did that, or came up with that idea, or developed that tradition or habit, or whatever you call it, giving credit to that person or to that culture is, I think, the best way to go forward. And sometimes, just as Frank said, everything, that brings us together is so very important, because as human beings, as a, let's say, as a species, we really need to look into ways to get closer, not to get more divided. So, yeah, it's really a tough question, Tim. But
the way I would like to frame it in a positive way, to kind of echo what Frank said about bringing the world closer together, what I want to believe is we're becoming more like a family, and let's face it, family members, spouses who love each other very much still annoy the hell out of each other sometimes. You're always around each other, so there's going to be points of annoyance which you learn to deal with and overlook, and it outweighs, the love outweighs the annoyance. And I hope maybe that's what it is. We're experiencing annoyances and getting used to each other.
Yes, and also, the only way to get over those hurdles, let's say, and to deal with the annoyances is to have that respect to the other side and show it. Because inevitably, as you said, people who love each other, they have disagreements and, they annoy each other and so on and so on. But at the end of the day, the respect remains. And if the respect is there, I think that it's not actually difficult to get over those challenges. But
yeah,
yes.
I agree. I completely agree. And kind of, I don't know, I think one way of overcoming the challenges is just helping people understand the other side's point of view, what they're doing, why they're doing it. And usually you can, eliminate the presumed bad intentions that really weren't bad intentions, but they seemed like it. Because that's what the problem. Sometimes we impose on the other side bad intentions when they aren't there. And it's really easy to do cross-culturally. It's also easy to do online, by the way. And I even when I was a consultant, I never told my clients what to do. I said, you guys got to figure out what you're going to do. It's your idea. You're going to do it if it's yours. But I'll tell you what your root cause problems are very thoroughly. And I'll give you examples and tell stories. And then I trust you that you're going to know what to do to deal with that information. I think we need more of that. And that's why I'm really glad Yuka came up and gave me her point of view.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And also, we have to, once again, going back, to context, the context of the situation, the context of history, and also context of culture. I think that we always have to be open to learning about why something happened and why the other side did this or that.